Logical Zay. It's always more than one way to think about anything.
King and queens, I hope everybody is doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, staying to yourself. Remember, a slow grind is better than no grind. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Pop your ish in the comment section. Keep it respectful. I will be checking. Y'all know it's early, man. I ain't super early. Let's get to this video so we can see by the thumbnail, by the title, what we got going on, man. Let's get into it.
I will never let a man use me with a capital N. Never let a man use me. Let me tell you something. I am the most unusable person ever. If you ever tell me your problem, I am going to act as if I just heard the worst news ever. And I'm going to ask you this simple question. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I'm going to seem so like, oh my God, like distraught, like damsel in distress, like, oh, what are you gonna do about it? It's never gonna be, what are we gonna do about it? It's never gonna be, oh my God, I can help you. Oh my God, what do you need from me? Never. It's always gonna be, what are you gonna do about it? When you make yourself seem useless, you cannot help anybody, the moochers leave. And you're giving that man the ability to be the big dog in the situation, and he can handle himself, because men don't need our help.
I get what she's saying. She basically saying, put pressure on a man to step up. You know what I mean? And with that, yeah, for sure, you can make or break an individual. You definitely, it just depends on that person individually, right? But you can also too run somebody off. Because if you're not useful and you're useless, you're no good to me. You know what I mean? You can't even lend advice. You can't even as a friend. And I don't, she didn't give any context. So it's like she could be speaking from a friend standpoint versus a girlfriend standpoint. So it's two completely different things. But I just think if you can add no help, then what's the point?
They don't need our help. This world was meant for men to thrive. If a man needs your help, run. Literally run. If a man needs your help.
So men, take her advice and do the same thing. When women need your help, run. Because this is why they act the way they act, because y'all just do this. You feel me? You put the plate in their hand, you steady feeding them. I guarantee you, if you take that plate away and allow them to starve, they'll rearrange and start thinking a little bit different. They'll act a little bit different towards men. They probably would appreciate men a lot more.
Run. A man does not need a woman's help. This world is a man's world. We just got our rights 50 years ago. How could we ever help a man? We live in a patriarchy. How could we help a man? Men thrive in this world. We have to work twice.
You said 50 years ago, like that was a long time. I don't know how accurate that is, whatever the case may be. Ma'am, all y'all have to do, literally, is be attractive and be sweet. If you're kind and attractive, you can go way further than any man that's intelligent. You could sleep your way to the top. Or you could just butter everybody up and everybody just, oh my God, y'all don't have to do nothing. Just like these girls at these restaurants. All you gotta do is be attractive. Men will just willingly want to tip you. If you're attractive and butter them up and make them feel good, men be dropping up. I used to work with men who would say that they would just give a girl a tip because she looks good. $50, $100. What are you saying?
As hard, twice as hard to just be half as good. And men, this is your world. Why do you need a woman's help?
I mean, it is.
So if a man needs your help, run.
I consider myself to be very open-minded and forward-thinking, but here's a list of things that I will still never do for a man. Number one, I'm not driving to see a man. Now, it's one thing if we've been in a relationship for a really long time and we're established and I want to drop by the office to bring you lunch or stop by your house to give you a surprise visit, but I drove all night. Absolutely not. That will not happen. No man on this planet is worth me wasting my gas. Number two, I will never propose to a man. Never, never, never. Not a nary a knee will hit the ground to pop the question to a man. Number three, date a broke man. Absolutely not. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire. I'm not saying you have to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But if I'm able to support myself, and even with children at that, you bare minimum need to be able to support yourself. You need to have your own transportation, a roof over your head. It is really sad that we have to lay those expectations from men, because that should be the bare minimum when you're a fucking adult. But hey, here we are. The next one is feel sorry for a man. I feel like one of our biggest downfalls as women, one of the biggest ways we play ourselves is falling prey to the sick, sad stories of all the hard things that are happening to him in his life. And his family just doesn't understand him, and his ex just took all his money in the divorce, and she was just a horrible, mean person. And the economy and times are hard, and I've been trying to open this business, this imaginary business, for the last 10 years, and nothing's just taken off for me. Well, I'll pray for you, maybe, but get the fuck out of my life. I say this for everybody across the board.
That made me think of the movie Acrimony. She did the same thing. If y'all never seen that Tyler Perry movie, go watch Acrimony. Really great movie, but she ended up kind of giving up at the end. And of course, she listened to her sister. But that's that banking on potential thing. But they were married too at the same time. So the dynamic changed, the situations changed or whatever, right? But that 10th year that you like, okay, oh my God, the potential. But you see him working towards it. That 11th or that 10th, or that 12th year could be the year that he actually steps into some real money. And you missed out. So always remember that. You know what I mean? And of course, I'm not saying that in dating. I'm not saying stay with somebody who is not at least trying to, help themselves. I'm just saying, if you're in a relationship, serious relationship, and you know that your partner has been a grinder or they are intelligent, and you always seen them work, you always seen them be ambitious and actually, put forth effort into life, and actually see them reap the rewards and benefits of that, and they just have a downfall. They have a grace period where things ain't going the same as it was. They lose their job, whatever the case may be, and you just quit and give up on them. It's like, all right, shame on you. Because if you seen how up they was prior to, and they just had a moment where they lost their job, whatever, right? Because life happened, and you leave them because of that, that say a lot about you.
If you are not in a good place financially, your focus should not be dating. Now, it's different for just if you want to get your rocks off a little bit, but as far as serious relationships, that needs to be the least of your priorities right now. And especially when it comes to men, there is nothing a man should be asking me for other than my Cash App information so he could send me some money. I will not marry a man.
Ma'am, you said all of that bull crap just for you to be asking. This is why the same way she's saying she won't help a man, y'all dudes need to not help these women. They just showing who they are.
Without a prenup, absolutely the entire fuck not. And a lawyer will review it, and it will be a situation that 100% benefits me. The next thing is have a baby with a man that I couldn't take care of on my own. A lot of women have babies with these men expecting that everything's just going to be this perfect Disneyland, we live happily ever after romance. But the unfortunate thing with it is a lot of these men, as much as they say they want to be fathers, they like that in title, not in actual actions and shit. Your life will change. His life will more than likely stay the same. And every now and then he'll come home, throw the kids up in the air, shoot a couple hoops, and you'll post a couple pictures of him on social media talking about what an amazing dad he is. And then he'll go on about his business. And then you'll continue making the majority of the parental decisions and taking care of the kids by your fucking self. If y'all don't work out, more than likely it's going to fall on you to take care of those kids financially. And a lot of women find themselves in horrific financial situations because at one point they believed that nothing was ever going to happen to their relationship until it did. So do not have more kids than you can afford to have on your own. If you don't want to have kids, then don't fucking have kids, and don't let a man change your mind. If you only want one, then have one. But at the very end of the day, do what you want to do, because it's going to fall back on you if that man wakes up one day to go get milk and never comes back again. The next thing is no man will ever live with me. Absolutely fucking not. I don't care what you're going through. Listen, I know that the times are hard. I spent years rebuilding my life, establishing myself again when I first became a single mom back in 2008.
Back when I became a single mom. So, okay, so now we know where it's coming from. Now we know where this is driven. All this hate you guys is driven from. Okay, it's stemming from that. It makes a lot of sense.
I feel like a lot of women have a tendency to think like when you start liking him, you're like, oh, okay, I like him. Let me cook him dinner. Let me see if I can pick him up from work. Let me buy his meal sometimes. You start thinking, if I do all of this, then he will see what a catch I am. It's having the opposite effect, I promise. Have you ever heard a man be in a relationship with a woman or he's like, I liked her because she did so much for me? Was it a healthy relationship that it looked like you want to be a part of? Did it seem like he respected her? Did it seem like he really loved her? Or did it sound like she was a maid? When men like you, they want to give to you. When men like you, no matter what they have, whether they rich, poor, or somewhere in between, they want to give to you because they know that that's what it's going to take to get more of her time. If I have to buy her lunch, I'm going to buy her lunch because I need some more of her time. If I have to pick her up from work, I'm going to pick her up from work. Whatever it takes to get some more of her time. If I have to get her tires fixed, then I'm fixing them tires. Whatever it takes to get more of their time. When they like you, they want to do all that stuff. But you as a woman, when you start thinking, how do I make him like me? Oh, let me go do this, that, and the third. You already lost. Because it looks like you're auditioning to be his girlfriend. And if you are auditioning to be his girlfriend, you're never going to make it past the tryouts. I promise. I saw TikTok the other day. This is not about her. It's no hate to the creator before y'all.
But I gotta say this too. I gotta play life's advocate. To some degree, it is an audition. To some degree, it's like an auction. You know what I mean? You bidding and putting in the work. You're trying to see if this is something that I actually want to invest in. So yeah, you're going to have to be quote unquote performative. You're going to have to do certain things that are going to entice that person, that is, you know, going to intrigue that individual to actually want to take or consider you somebody that they would take serious. So I get what she's saying though.
I'll start calling me bullies and all types of names in my comments. Not about her. It's just an example. But she was saying that she's been dating a man since June. It's October. She's been dating this man, and there's been multiple occasions where he's at work and he texts her and says, I'm hungry. I forgot my lunch. Will you bring me some food? So she's like, oh, yeah, sure. She will go get the food, buy the food, no reimbursement, coming out of pocket and never getting it back, and bring it up to his job like she's a DoorDash driver. That's what it was giving. It was giving DoorDash. And now she's told him, hey, I really like flowers. Will you buy me some flowers? Which you really should not even ever have to ask a man to buy you flowers. Personal opinion, sorry. Nonetheless, he said, no, I'm not doing it. I don't buy women flowers. That man is in receiving mode. He's not in giving. He's in, his palm is open. It's open. And you keep putting stuff in it. So why would he ever turn the tables? Now, for that specific situation, I think he really just don't like her that much. But that's not my business. And
yeah, he just like what she can do for him. And this is, of course, this goes both ways. You know what I mean? And you got to pick up on that. You got to pay attention to that. A lot of people so dumb in the brain, literally, with the definition. People are so gone. And like I said in one of my other videos, some people will feel less than, whether it's the societal acceptance. You know how your attraction level isn't too high in society. So you don't rank well on the attractive list, and you find somebody that you think is super attractive, so you tend to go above and beyond for it, not realizing that this person is truly and genuinely only rocking with you because of what you're doing for them. And now they know they got you in a chokehold. So now they know, okay, I can use her for this. She gonna do this for me. She gonna do that for me. This is why you got some dudes who like, man, hey, get you a little 4 or 5. Hey, them 10s, they don't really be doing. Get you a decent little 4 or 5 that's gonna do everything for you, bro. Keep her in the tuck, but then do your other, you know what I mean? So you just gotta be careful and cautious. You gotta know when you're getting misused. It's okay to be useful, but don't be misused. Telling y'all, pay attention.
That's not my point. My point is, when you as a woman get in the mood where you keep giving and giving and giving, he's going to take and take and take and take. His hand is open and he's not going to close it. He would be a fool to. Why would he stop taking when he could just keep taking? What do you mean? So when you get that urge, when that little voice in your head is like, oh, let me go cook him his favorite meal, even though he's never done anything to deserve this. Let me go cook him his favorite meal and drop it by his house. And then he will see what a good girlfriend I would be.
Some people be too stigmatized. Some people be too gone off in lust. Some people don't see logic. Some people don't know when they get. Some people are not attentive to their awareness. They don't pay attention. They don't know. Okay, it's like you don't even pay. You can't even see that you're doing more for a person that's not being reciprocated. This person is not giving you not even half of what you're doing. They're not even trying to provide half of what you do. They're not considerate, not thoughtful. They know your favorite snack. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know what you eat for lunch, whatever. And they don't do it for you. But yet on the opposite end, this person is always doing for you, door dashing you food, bringing you food. You know, they know your favorite, whatever. They taking you here, they taking you there, buying you this. Man, you just got to be aware. That's it. I'm going to end it right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevating to here to head. We ain't bleeding. Spread love, not hate. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Be great, man. Go.